Hey, what's up, man in church? I hope you've been enjoying these devotions we've been doing together as a church family. And, I want to share something with you. This is probably the alpha male coming out in me, but who doesn't love a good wrestling match? I think about as a kid when I used to watch WWE and, get the table, but that's not what we're doing today. I want you to check out Genesis. This is in chapter 32. And here we find Jacob wrestling with God. It says in verse 24 that Jacob, he left alone, and a man wrestled with him until daybreak. So I don't even know how long this wrestling match was, but until daybreak sounds like a long time. When the man saw that he could not defeat him, he struck Jacob's hip socket as they wrestled and dislocated his hip. So it's interesting that whoever this person that Jacob is fighting, like he's not getting an advantage at the same time. He's not giving up any ground himself. And it was kind of like a power move to say, hey, let me show you who you're dealing with here. And he just, pops his hip. And that just blows me away. He struck Jacob's hip socket as they wrestled and dislocated it. Then he, again being God, said to Jacob, let me go, for it is daybreak. So hey, we've been going at this for a while, and I know you've been trying to get the upper hand, you've been wanting to get in control, but you're not, so let's just break this thing off. Check out Jacob's response. Jacob said, I will not let you go unless you bless me. So at some point in this wrestling match, he kind of started to realize who he's dealing with. And he's like, hey, you gotta bless me. I'm gonna lay hold of you. I don't care if I don't understand. I don't care how confused I am. I won't let you go. And that just challenges me when it comes to my relationship with God. That it's okay to have questions. It's okay to read the Bible and not always understand everything, but I'm just not gonna let go. I'm gonna keep holding on to this thing until God blesses me. And in verse 27, he says, what is your name? So this is the man talking to Jacob. Jacob, he replied. Your name will no longer be Jacob, he said. It will be Israel, because you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed. So it's an interesting exchange here. He's understanding that, hey, I've seen your struggle, so I'm going to change your name, which is an act of authority. That's a leadership move. That's a power move. Then Jacob answered him, please tell me your name. So again, the conversation's still personal. He answered, why do you ask my name? And he blessed him there. So again, just pressing into this conversation with God, Jacob knew who it was. He didn't have to ask his name, but he honored the situation. He honored what was going on there. And in response, God met him and God blessed him. And that's my prayer for you today. As you're wrestling with God, as you're trying to grow in this, trust me, I know what it's like. Don't give up. Keep pressing in, keep praying, keep talking to him, cast your cares on him, because he's good. He's faithful. He wants to speak to you, and he knows you. When God asks you a question, he already knows the response, and he wants to do something new in your life. So I just speak that over you this morning, man, at church, as you engage in your devotional life, wrestling with God. He has amazing things in store for you.